Today on In the Woodyard, it's an organizing day, it's a cleanup day, it's a delivery day. We got all kinds of stuff happening. Here we go. So I just hooked up the baby dumper to the truck, and the first thing I'm going to do is we're going to load up a tote full of sawdust, and we're going to be delivering it to a customer of mine that has been buying a bunch of wood from me. It's the boiler wood that I've been making, and they have chickens, lots of chickens. And I was talking to them about sawdust, and I said, hey, I got a lot of sawdust if you guys want it for bedding. So we talked about it, and they said, bring it. So I'm gonna put the forks on the tractor. We're gonna take this whole tote, and it's full up to here, all the way across there. And you can see from here, you can see how full it is. It's full right to there. So that's pretty dang full, and it's starting to pile up down here. Yeah, look, it's barely coming out of the chute there anymore. If you look right here, you can see it's really piled up. So it's full, and we're starting to have sawdust all over there. So the reason I'm going to deliver this first is I want to get this out of here, pull it out, fill it up a little bit more, get it in the trailer, take it. I'm taking a little dumper because it's really low, and I should be able to tip it up and just kind of slide it off the back. This is on pallets, but I don't want it to tip over. I just want it to kind of slide out and then be there. So hopefully it won't tip over on me, because I'm going to have to do it by myself. And then when I come back, it's a cleanup. That is full. We got debris all over here. Underneath, like I said, if you look in here, I'll shove the camera in for you guys to see. See how full it's getting down in here underneath. So it's time to do some cleanup. I haven't done any in quite a while. The processor does make a mess, as you can see here. I'll show this in here, kind of from this side. And then all the sawdust in here, I'll just kind of clean it all up. That's the plan. So, time to get busy. So what I did here is I basically built a sled. This tote on this pallet is actually screwed on from the inside. So it's got screws with washers. So it's on there semi-permanently, so it's not gonna just fall off. Well, it shouldn't. And so I made this so that when I tip up the trailer, this whole thing will just slide out. And it'll be like a ramp, and then I can just pull away and it can just drop down. And I put that blocker right there. You put screws in every single board there so that it should hold. It's kind of basic, but I think it's going to work. I could be wrong. It could be triumph. It could be tragedy. I don't know. And I took off the cutoffs and I threw them in there so as I'm driving, all the sawdust doesn't blow out. But there it is. It's going to be like my old friend Slim used to say. People are going to look at it and say, what in the wide, wide world of sports is going on here? So it could be triumph. It could be tragedy. It could be the agony of defeat. We're going to find out right now. We're going to go do the dump. So I'm gonna put these boards underneath this side and build it up so it's more level. That's heavy. It's not perfectly level, but it's pretty good. Had a very uneven surface there. I didn't really have a shovel that I could even it out, but that'll work. So here's the next project. The trailer is on, and tomorrow morning I have to go to Parm, the pizza restaurant, to drop off 2 face cords or 2/3 of a cord of wood, because he's just about out. And I've got these totes here that we want to get emptied. But a lot of the wood in these totes is small stuff that's not stackable. Short pieces like this, they're probably 12, 13 inches. Here's like right here's another one, like the size of these. Little bitty guys. But for me, for my fire pit at home, for burning, I love this stuff because I just throw it in, it works great because it all burns. I don't care what size it is, and I don't care if it's short, long, medium, fat, skinny, whatever. I like them all. So I've been just throwing the chunks over here to the side while I was digging in here. But I gotta tell you, these totes suck. It's harder than heck to get the wood out of there. It's like being a trapped animal trying to get out of there. I know a lot of people take these tops off, but you lose all your support and they get real weak. If you want to actually use them a lot, we use them a lot for the cookies and the wood that we run out of the processor that we can't use, that Bert uses then in his boiler. And so they're just kind of a pain. Yeah, I know you can cut the fronts and you can reach in and you can cut your arms open when you reach in on the sharp metal there and everything, which I know a lot of guys do. They're not practical for what we do. So, got the tractor with the forks, and basically what I'm going to do is tip these puppies over on their side over here, and I'm going to sort out the good wood. And then the totes will be empty, and then Bert can use them for some other stuff. And then I'm going to throw all the small stuff off to the side over here, and I'll load that up eventually and take it home and I'll burn it because I don't care what size the wood is. So basically I want to get this all cleaned up. That's what's going to happen right now. And if there's not enough wood in here, and there won't be enough wood in here to fill the trailer, I got bins full of it. So we're just going to fill some of the other stuff. There's a bunch of soft maple in here. There is some ash in here. And I'm just going to pull out the good stuff for him. And then we're going to put in probably some hard maple. And then I've got some ash over there I'll probably put in too because he just wants good hardwood that burns well. So that's what's going to happen. It's time to get busy. There it is, wood on the ground. It wasn't pretty, but I got it out. Yeah, that's just, there's nothing I like about the totes other than storing cookies in it and having it work for, you know, the processor and for Bert to take it up to his boiler with the forks. But for production, it's just, yeah, I haven't found anything I liked about him yet. So now I gotta touch this wood again. You touched it to put it in, now I gotta touch it to put it in the trailer. So like I said, I got these little bitty shorties like this here. I think this one here is long enough, barely. That's probably a 15 incher maybe. But yeah, there's some oak in here, ash. It's mainly soft maple, which is good wood for what he's going to be using it for. I'll put some of this in, and I think I'm going to put some hard maple in, and then maybe some of the other stuff too. We'll kind of mix it up with 3 different kinds. So what I'm going to do is take all the shorties, just toss them in a pile over here, and then I'm going to get to touch them again when I pick them up to put them in my truck to take them home, and I get to touch them again to take it from my truck to my backyard where my fire pit is, where my smokeless stove is, and then I get to burn it. That's my favorite part, putting it in the fire. That's my only favorite touch. All right, let's chuck some wood in the trailer. So there's a little bit of wood in here, a lot of limb wood, but I know that because of how he has his fires for cooking the pizzas, the little wood is awesome. So all that's going to be really good. I'm going to mix in a bunch of hard maple with it too. Here is all of the small pieces. You can see these little guys. They're just too small to stack, but that stuff's awesome for me for burning. So that'll just go home in my truck some night. And I think what I'm going to do next is I am going to take this tote and this tote, and we're going to move it, and probably both of those too, and move them down into this corner over here where these other totes are with birch. And that's what's in those, and I know he's not going to want that for cooking with the pizzas, because the birch puts off kind of that black sooty kind of stuff. So this one over there, and then take the stuff out of there and finish that off, and I can empty that tote between filling this one up and that one up. I can get rid of another tote there, and then Bert can have 4 more that he can sell. I'm pretty sure he's got orders for them right away, and these are the bigger ones, so it's the one people want, are these bigger ones here. So I'm going to get those emptied out right away and move them down. That's the plan anyway. So I brought these two partials over here because what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the wood out of this one, fill this one up full, and then I'm going to take the rest of the wood that doesn't fit in here. We're going to fill up those two level, and I think from what I can tell by looking, I should leave me with an empty tote here. And these are the big ones that Bert has, a lot of people that want them. And so I got 3 over there that are empty. This will be a 4th one, so that'll be good. I'm pretty sure he's got orders right now, guys waiting for him. So he asked me the other day when I was going to empty them, and so today's the day. And that opens up the space over there a whole bunch, so that what we can do is build a big bin over here. Because once I sell the birch over there, which I will do, I'll show you. Might as well just take you over there. No sense just pointing. So once I get these done and get them stacked up over here, they'll be up in this corner. All this I'm going to take home and burn. And then this single face cord, or 1/3 of a cord if you like to say it that way, I will sell this. And then this full cord of birch can just sit here. It'll be just fine. But then I'm going to start a new bin starting right here. And I'm going to go that direction, probably all the way down to somewhere right about here. So from right here down to there, and I'm probably going to go 3 or 4 pallets wide, because then eventually all of that stuff will sell, and then we'll have an alley open. We can plow out that direction, and then all this can be plowed right out this way, because we want to kind of keep, you know, some spots where we can go. And then over on the other side of the track, there's some totes over there, and we'll move those eventually, and we'll be able to plow out that direction too. So let's just step this off. What do we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's the highest I've counted in a long time. 12 steps, 36 feet from here down to there. So I'll have another bin that'll be 36 feet long, whatever, how many totes that ends up being. I'm just going to pace off one of these and just see how big that would be. It'll be a nice size bin because we need it, because we've got a bunch of wood. All that stuff that's over there on the ground, the mixed hardwood that's already cut, that's where it's going to go, right over there, because it's on the ground. It's got to get split into bins. So let's just step this one off. What do we got here? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So it'll be that long. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, about 11 pallets, give or take. 10 or 11, something like that. That's probably what it'll be. And we'll probably go as wide as this, probably 3 pallets wide, maybe 4. I probably will go 4, actually, now that I think of it. That gives you a lot more space. We got plenty of room this way, so that should work out good. So that's what's going to happen. Okay, it's time for me to start chucking some birch. I got to get in my cage. got those filled and stacked. My personal wood here, the stuff nobody wants. I'm gonna take that one of these days, haul it home, and then I can burn it. And then eventually I'll sell this stuff off, like I said, and we can build a new big bin here. So that's something I've been wanting to get done for a while now, is to get this ready for a new bin, because I got wood that needs to get split and put in the bin so it can dry. Kind of important because it's been on the ground for 2 months. Yeah, I'm not happy about that. Usually a couple weeks is long enough and you got to get it off the ground. So we'll get it split and get it in there, but that stuff will be sold not this coming fall, but next fall, next summer, something like that. So I pulled up the little dumper right here with all the limb wood, and I'm gonna put in a whole bunch of hard maple, and there's some ash and some ironwood in there too, which is what he's been getting a lot of, is this stuff. So I'm gonna dig in there, and I'm thinking, just from what I know, that this is gonna work out really good for him, for fires, especially being that all he needs it for is just cooking for heat. He's not smoking anything, it's cooking pizza is all it is. And so we're gonna fill it up the rest of the way, and then it'll be ready to go for tomorrow morning. It is complete. The load is on, the tarp is on. She's ready to go down the road tomorrow morning. I got that loaded, and we got a bunch of odd jobs done. We moved, you saw the totes back there. We got that cleaned up. That's a project I wanted to get going on. Got this done. We took a load of sawdust and got rid of that for the chickens for my firewood customer. And that's all I got time for today. I got to go to work now. I got to go work 8 hours. So my play day is done for today. Tomorrow, come on back. Tomorrow we're going to hit the processor. That baby over there needs some cleaning. That's what we're going to do. We're going to clean up sawdust, get it ready to run, load up the deck, load up a whole bunch of logs that we need to get processed for the next batch, because she said she's ready probably in a couple days for some more boiler wood. And I think I'm just going to keep delivering it until she says that's enough, because she said a semi-load. So we're just going to keep taking it. So that's it for today, folks. See you tomorrow morning, 5:30 a.m. Right now, go watch all the other videos. There's one on the screen right now you probably should check out. They're all good. There's like 1,500 of them. Good night, Irene.